My favorite cars that I get as birthday requests or suggestion reviews during 25 days of suggestions are those that I don't often think about. I have a lot of cars in my collection that just sort of sit on my shelf or my table or organized on my floor, and, I don't really think about them much. I use a select group of characters for my Cars Adventures series, so I see those cars all the time, but I'd say a good half of my collection are cars that just sort of sit around on my shelf and I don't really take out much. They're not characters that are relevant when I'm doing reviews of other cars, so I don't need them for comparisons. They're not characters or variants that I really need in my Cars Adventures series most of the time. So they just kind of sit around. And what I love about these reviews is that when other people suggest them, you could tell it's a car that means something to them. Maybe they're doing it as a birthday request because it's a car they want, or maybe it's a car that they really like, or simply one they haven't seen someone review before, or haven't seen someone review in a long time. And I love doing these videos because not only does it help fulfill a special request for somebody, it also lets me kind of take a second look at a lot of cars in my collection that I don't take out much. Case in point, this guy right here. Acer with headset is a diecast that I absolutely love. Genuinely such a good looking diecast, but it's one that I rarely ever look at. Today, that changes. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another review and to another birthday request here on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Acer with headset, a request from Cars Likes Ninjago. Thank you so much for your birthday request. Hope you're having a great birthday. And if you want to suggest a car for your birthday, of course, you could do so. As always, just let me know within a few weeks of your birthday. My rules are typically that you just can't suggest something that I have reviewed this year. Of course, though, pretty soon I'll be announcing this year's rules for 25 days of suggestions in the next few days, so pretty soon suggestions will be open to everyone. Very excited to be doing that. Of course, an annual thing we always do on the channel. Anyway, Acer with headset here was released in 2014, I believe, in the Lemon series, and he's one of those cars that just have an absolutely spot-on expression. I talk a lot about the importance of facial expressions in my diecast reviews because I think the car's face can really make or break them. The face on regular Acer is pretty good. It's pretty iconic. He's a pretty classic diecast that we all know. And he's got a pretty good face. This looks like, it looks like Acer, but it isn't spot on to Acer in the movie. In my opinion, this right here is a perfect facial expression for Acer, especially with that headset. This is just such a solid expression. It absolutely blows this one out of the water. This just screams Acer to me. This is it feels like one of those diecasts where the face looks like it was pulled straight out of the movie. Really big fan of the expression on this guy, and what I especially love is that it's an expression that fits especially well because he has the headset on. He looks like he's communicating with someone, he looks like he's making sort of a sly reply, or he's sort of maybe spying on someone, watching out for someone to report it back to Professor Z or whoever, of course, is on the other side of the headset. Got the Pacer logo there on his hood. Moving on to the side, just all your typical Acer details, We got his great Road Hug tires. It's such a funny name. On the back, of course, you could expect to see the fishbowl license plate, which was horribly overused for some reason, when the whole joke is that it's, the Pacers used to be called fishbowls because this, I guess, vaguely resembles a bowl that's been placed upside down. It was just a thing people would say in real life to make fun of the shaping of the car, but for whatever reason, they reused it. Not only on every Pacer, but also on Mel Dorado, and I think a few others, which is just really, really weird. We still get some license plate reusage nowadays, but back in 2010 and 2011, it was really, really bad. Moving on to this side, of course, you could get a much better look at the headset here. I really like when they do these sort of earpiece headsets instead of full, wraparound headsets. Really, really like how that looks. Of course, that concept would be reused in Cars 3 for, Trainer Cruise, and, it's appeared here and there in the Cars series. Of course, there was also a Grem with headset that also released in 2014, but he was the deluxe, came packed in with a whole camera. Someday I hope to get him, but he, of course, is pretty expensive online on account of coming with, the camera that the Lemons used. There is a look at the base. Really, really nicely speckled with some dirt detailing, and there you go. Once again, like I said, it's a car that I wish I paid a bit more attention to, but I just kind of simply don't. So I'm glad I took another look at him today because this really is a stellar variant. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, happy birthday to Cars Likes Ninjago, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.